pointy shoulder after drafting your basic bodice and you formed the neck that or any color that you want for your jacket. So you go to the edge of your shoulder line, okay, this point, and I'm going upward with 3 inches, and at that point I'm going forward with 3 inches, okay, and I'll use my cuff now, and then I'll connect that in a cuffy manner. I'll connect this new point to my neck width, like so. Okay, so after forming this cuff, you can connect it from there to meet your arm cuff, okay, but because I want it to get kind of blended pointy shoulder, I like it that way, so I'll just connect from that point to meet my arm cuff, like so, so that when I insert the sleeve, I will have a kind of balance. So I'm cuffing this part, okay, to meet the arm cuff, like so. So I will need to replicate the same thing here on the back bodice as well, okay. So before I can now cut out this pattern, so you go to the back bodice, you set this aside. Now remember, the back bodice, I made it 1 inch higher, so at that point you do the same thing, 3 inches upward here and 3 inches to this point. Makes it easier for me to cuff it to my neck width that way, okay, or you can from this point make it diagonally, okay. So I'll now cuff it to meet the neck width of the back body. So you cuff that, and just like you did for the front bodies, I'll just give it a good blend from this point, okay, to meet the arm cuff. So I'll just give it a good blend from here. To meet the arm cuff, like so. So that's for our back bodies. And you know, the same thing will have to reflect on the basic sleeve, okay, so that you have a good blend of the pointy shoulder with the sleeve. So you can now cut that out. So at this point, I want to make sure that everything I have on the front bodies, the same measurement I have with the back bodies. So like so. So I'll need to the measurement this way to have the same cut, okay. So I think this is right, because the back is ½ inch wider than the front body, so it doesn't need to be the same thing. But I'll just use this front bodies to cut so that I'll have the same length and the same shape. So there we have our pointy shoulder. Okay, so to make this sleeve to fit into the pointy shoulder jacket, just like we added 3 inches to the shoulder, the extension on the shoulder line was 3 inches. So we'll be using that same 3 inches from the apex of the sleeves, and then we go upward. We measure 3 inches upward, like so. And then you bring your cuff. Now these are midpoints, okay? So you will use your cuff and align it such that it will blend, it will meet this point that you marked and also blend into the curve. Now you can choose to go from that midpoint, okay, like so. So you make it such that it blends. Now for the sleeves, remember we used about ½ inches. So when we are cutting this out like this, we use ½ inches around here, so that we'll know which part fits into the front part. Now for the sleeves, the front part would always be ½ inches lesser than that of the back. So if you're cutting this out, okay, you're cutting this out, like I added 3/4 here, so I'll be trimming this out. But because I'm making it for this pointy shoulder, I didn't cut out this part. So I will have to observe that either I use ½ inch, or I use 3/4 to just cut it out and blend. Okay. Okay, so you remember to notch the midpoint. So like I said, we use ½ inch. We'll be observing ½ inch from here, okay, and blend it like so, okay, and blend it back to the apex. So if I'm cutting this, this is the point of 3 inches. Because I've taken the pattern in now, so I will know where the 3 inches should be. So that's it. So I'm pinning this part. So I'll trim this part out now. So this will be the front and this will be for the back. Taking it back to the shape that we drafted it with. That's how it looks like. You can see they have inch here. So this will be for the pointy shoulder.